paddy works on the railway. In 1842 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe, found myself a job to do, working on the railway.
Hello, welcome to my workshop. Last summer, Susie the Swiss woodturner, is a regular in the chat, she called in whilst touring in the UK, and shortly afterwards she sent me a little gift. Switch to the overhead and you can see it. 3 pieces of wood.
So this is part 2, and I'm going to use the blue plywood to make 2 handles. So I'll cut it in half and I've drilled through the centre. It's triangular, so turning it down to round is quite difficult, especially as I don't have much drive. I'm very tight on the length of this piece, so I don't have many options for mounting it in the lathe. But by switching to the continental spindle gouge and taking very light cuts, I can get those corners off. And once it's round, it cuts quite well, although you can see it's very dusty and horrible stuff to work. So I need the length of this screw that goes through the centre of the cheese knife, and I've got a diameter of each end to match. So just measure down to that on each end of the piece, and then we can start shaping. This being one of 2, obviously this is where I designed the shape. Even with the skewer, it's coming off as powdery dust. This is obviously an overlaid audio because the audio didn't work. As you can see, the blue plywood does come up fairly pretty looking, and this finishing is speeded up massively because it takes longer to finish it than it does to actually cut it for little things like this. Usual thing: cellulose sanding sealer, true grit abrasive paste, and then Hampshire sheen gloss wax to finish. I will put 3 coats of Hampshire sheen on, as is my habit. Can't even go fast, it takes ages. I think this is 600% of speed, so 6 times speed. There you have it, one handle on a cheese knife. All I've got to do is do the whole thing again. It's actually easier to do the second one because you've already got a design, you've got something to copy. As you can see, this wood is not a joy to cut. It's just comes off as a rather mucky powder. Same as the first one, just get your sizes, measure your ends. And then copy the measurements across from the first one so you get somewhere near a copy exactly similar and all that. And there they are. Now, I don't like this timber. It has no weight to it. There's no density to it. It doesn't feel nice in the hand. But it does look quite pretty. So if it was visual only, then fine. Now, this being a food item, I like to seal it up. So I'll use a bit of 2-part epoxy and just get it in the end of the thread. Just don't want food particles getting into that central space, really. In order to get it in there without making a mess, I'm going to use a cocktail stick and just put it around. And then once I've got the thread pushed through, it should seal up any gaps. It'll also stop it coming undone. You know that saucepan handle that is fixed on with a single screw that always comes loose at the wrong time? Don't want that. It'll mean it won't be dishwasher proof, but it doesn't matter, I can wash this by hand. A weird thing happened. As soon as the glue touched it, all the colour came out of the wood. It's all over my fingers. And also the wood became more dense. Don't know how that happened. Yeah, I do really. I didn't like the feel of the plywood, so I changed it. And there you go. The two cheese nice. Exactly similar. And do the job well. Okay, I'll show you what I did with the handle. This is the full cut. There is no editing done. I'll just speed it up because you've already seen it twice. I'm just doing it twice more. The wood I'm using here is black locust, which is a nice wood to work. And that knot you can see in that piece did come out, and I had to refill it with super glue and black powder. Thanks again, Susie. I didn't like the wood, but good to have the experience. Know that I didn't like it. I won't be turning that again. And thanks again to John at Procraft for the kit. Please put the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. It's absolutely free. Thanks for watching.